Alola to Generation 7. This generation brought quite a lot of changes to how Pokemon was played, and Little Cup was no exception. Alolan forms were introduced, bringing a new spin on old favorites, such as Grimer, who was now a Poison Dark type, or Sandshrew, who is now Ice Steel. Z-Moves were introduced as a one-time use, extremely powerful move that boosted attacking moves to significantly higher damage or provided new benefits to status moves, such as stat raises. These items could not be removed by Covet or Knockoff, providing defensive utility to switch into either of these moves. Notably, Hidden Power only works with Normalium Z, so Pokemon could only use Z-Moves in their pre-existing move pools. As it was a held item, this was balanced out by not having access to defense boost with Eviolite or recovery with Berry Juice, making it an interesting team building option. The ability Weak Armor got a significant buff, as instead of raising speed by 1 stage, it now raised it by 2. This meant that Pokemon such as Onix, Omanite, Kabuto, and the new Tier King Vullaby could greatly capitalize off of stray hits to outspeed the entire metagame without a choice scarf. A large amount of status conditions got nerfed, such as Burns damage over time being 1/16 of maximum health compared to the previous 1/8, Paralysis only reducing speed by 1/2 as opposed to 1/4, and Confusion's self-hit chance being reduced to 33% as opposed to 50%. Thunderwave's accuracy got nerfed to 90% as well. This just means that status wasn't as powerful this generation, so it sped up the game considerably when combined with Z-Crystals. Lots of Pokemon could run these Z-Crystals, such as the following. Staryu, which went from B+ rank to A+ rank due to its good speed tier and nuclear power with Z-moves, combined with its good defensive utility. It could run Icium Z to hit ground types, grass types, and Vullaby, Therium Z to hit Mienfoo, Timber, and Vullaby again, the rarer Psychium Z to hit the fighters and poisons in Mariani and Fungus, or Electrium Z to hit other waters as well as Tier King Vullaby. Gastly, which could run Therium, Psychium, and Electrium in a similar vein, but couldn't use Icium. Therium was more potent because Ghost Stab was resisted by dark types, while Psychium was hitting poisons that resisted Sludge Bomb. Electrium was the most popular, however, due to hitting both Vullaby and defensive waters such as Mariani. It also had the highest base power, as Gastly would transform it off of Thunder instead of the comparatively weaker Dazzling Gleam and Psychic. It made it a better option for neutral targets such as Pawniard or Grimer Alola. Vullaby could run Z-Flying to remove Brave Bird's recoil while maintaining its power. Diglett could run Groundium Z to more reliably trap neutral targets, and Ponyta could run Electrium Z to kill water types such as Mariani and Staryu while also hitting Vullaby. There was also quite a few additions to the metagame in Generation 7. Mudbray was a pure ground type that had a massive 100 base attack with great natural bulk. You could run an offensive Stealth Rock set, a Choice Scarf set, or the unique Rest Talk set. Mudbray's ability Stamina gave it a defense boost whenever it took a hit from an opponent. By utilizing Rest plus Sleep Talk, you could have reliable recovery and become unbreakable on the physical side. No other Pokemon can use this combination in Little Cup. Mariani was the pre-evolution to everybody's favorite unkillable wall, Toxapex. It was very hard to break, but not as fantastic as its evolution. Water Poison is a fantastic defensive type. It could wall the tier very effectively as a result. You also had access to Scald, Sludge Bomb, and Recover, giving you stab options that could also status while maintaining your health. Your fourth move slot had quite a lot of variability, such as the ever-excellent Knockoff, Iron Defense to become an even better physical wall, or Toxic Spikes for team support. Vulpix Alola had access to Snow Warning, giving automatic hail on entry. Combining this with access to Aurora Veil and Light Clay, it was a very powerful hyper-offense enabler that would break Focus Sashes and Sturdy with Hail Chip. This partnered well with setup sweepers such as Belly Drum Magby, Nasty Plot Vullaby, and Shell Smashers such as Shelder or Tirtuga. There are quite a few Pokemon banned from Generation 7 that were previous metagame staples. An example is Porygon, which is gone as a result of Z conversion being too powerful. It gave you an Omni boost, or a boost to all of your stats, which combined with download giving you a special attack boost if you played it right, could break over even the sturdiest of checks. Gothita's Shadow Tag was too powerful when you could use a Calm Mindset to boost on a weak Pokemon and then sweep the opposing team afterwards. Apom had Skill Link Tail Slap and a 19 speed tier. Before, it only had Fury Swipes, which was significantly worse, but Tail Slap was too powerful. Trapinch was deemed too uncompetitive for enabling flying types, and Gaspra too well. It could reliably trap special walls such as Pawniard and Ferroseed due to access to superpower and usable bulk. A would-be check to flying types in Onix was demolished by Trapinch's access to Giga Drain. This is in contrast to Diglett, the other arena trapper in the tier. While Diglett was still strong and fast, it didn't have coverage moves to trap Onix or enough bulk to be able to take on Pawniard. The final Pokemon I want to talk about that was banned is a bit of an oddball, as it is Wingull. Wingull was pretty terrible in Generation 6 due to its lackluster abilities compared to other flying types, such as Archon, Vullaby, and Rufflet. That all changed when you could run Flyinium Z Hurricane, which hit harder than a semi-truck coming down the freeway. When it is the fastest flying type and can throw off a stab base 185 move that cannot miss, it became exceedingly hard to deal with. It also had access to knockoff, so even if early game you could deal with its Z-move, it could remove Eviolites and set up for itself later on in the game. Add in U-turn for momentum and Scald to burn checks, and it was a very overwhelming presence in the metagame. And that's Generation 7. I highly recommend this metagame to anyone old or new who wants to have Little Cup with a generation-defining mechanic. It's also quite balanced. Please give it a try. Z-moves provide a spin on the gameplay formula that can't be found in any other generation. Thank you all very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you could like, share, subscribe, comment down below, all that good stuff, it would be very much appreciated. And as always, have a good day.